Hello guys, my Superboss here. Uh, Quick video about the super match that went already in Australia. I was trying to stay awake to see the match, but too it was too late. I think it was, I don't know, after 1 a.m. in the morning here. So last night, so I ended up going to sleep. But I just saw this morning. I was wishing to see live, but well, Ryan Bowen and Lachlan are there. There was a lot of hype around this match, but it didn't go the way most people thought it would go. Um, since this match was arranged for #1 spot and there was so much hype around, I think and most people thought that maybe Ryan closed that gap a little bit. I mean, because we all remember, like, it's been, I don't know, a couple of years of practice. We've been seeing them practicing together, and always, um, Lachlan. I know it's just practice, but he seems to be so much stronger than Ryan. Ryan always saying that he couldn't do nothing. Then at some point, after he beat Ryan Scott, that was supposed to be Lachlan for the #1 spot. Like, I don't know if it was this year or last year. I think it was this year. This year. It was this year, like 5, 6 months ago. And then Ryan said he never felt comfortable because he knew how strong is Lachlan, and Lachlan was supposed to pull Ryan Scott for the #1 spot, and it didn't happen. Ryan took his place at the last minute and beat Scott convincingly, and kind of got the #1 spot. So they then set up a match between him and Lachlan to see who's the really #1. Who's the really #1 in Australia. So we got to see it. I thought Lachlan was the favorite, but I didn't know by how much, because you only see those guys pulling in Australia, so it's kind of hard to predict. But if I mean, when I saw like Lachlan is way heavier, uh, 12, 13, 15 kilos heavier than Ryan, and I'm like, wow, he was strong already. Ryan would have to study so much and get such a game really well prepared to win this match. But then he gained so much weight, he seems to be really prepared, so it's gonna be hard. I mean, I favored Lachlan, not by a much, because I thought Ryan closed the gap uh, by a lot, and it didn't happen. It was the gap still there. I mean, it's hard to close the gap, guys, when you have two guys, train together, and if they keep training, like one guy's here, the other guy's here, for this guy to close the gap, this guy has to stop training, and this guy has to be continuously training till he gets closed and then even. But if this guy continue training, this guy continue, they're always gonna be like this, I believe. I mean, usually it's not a rule, but this what usually happen. And then Lachlan trained hard, so did Ryan, probably even harder. But the match shows like Lachlan won 6-0, completely domination. Have his cup secured, like Ryan couldn't open his fingers. It was complete domination. Much stronger as far as arm, hand strength, wrist flexion. Ryan couldn't pronate through his fingers. So fundamentally strong Lachlan. And like I said, I thought he was a favorite, but not by that much. Like they're, in the terms of strength and fundamentals, like looks like one level above. Unfortunately for Ryan, but listen, it's just Ryan just has to keep doing what he's doing, and keep shooting forward, and that's it. Like Lachlan needs to get out of Australia and prove himself. Pull some, some good. There's Europe is close there, I believe. Pull somebody, really relevant in that weight category, like 110 kilos or supers or whatever, and just to find out where he's at. It'd be nice to see, somebody new like succeed. Like he seems to be really, really strong. So congratulations to Lachlan. for reaching that #1 spot, and also Ryan for standing for his beliefs. He's probably ranked, I don't know, #2 at least, or 3, So he's up there, even being a lighter. He's a light heavyweight, and Lachlan seems to be like a truly heavyweight, not super, but a heavyweight. So good event, guys. Can't wait to see what comes next for the Australian boys, and awesome performance for Lachlan, and good event. All right, guys, stay strong, and leave your comments below if you got surprised, or if it was what you guys expect. I expect Lachlan to win, but not in that fashion. He was way more than I thought, so he's the real deal. All right, guys, see you guys in the next video. Stay loving the sport.